Have you ever jumped on a new wellness trend only to feel like it just wasn't for you? Well, today we're going to explore an ancient guide to designing your perfect day. And the cool part? It's not based on trends, it's based entirely on you. We're diving into Ayurveda, a system that's all about figuring out your unique energy to build a life that just feels right.
I mean, seriously, it feels like every single day there's some new miracle routine. One expert tells you to do one thing, and the next day another expert tells you the exact opposite. It's not just confusing, it can make you feel like none of it is actually meant for you.
And you know what? According to Ayurveda, you're right to feel that way. Because the best wellness plan, the one that actually works, isn't some one-size-fits-all trend. It's a daily routine that's tailor-made to honor your unique, individual nature.
So let's talk about that. Why does this one-size-fits-all approach feel so off? Let's look at the kind of mixed messages we're getting bombarded with every single day.
It's like a battle, right? On one side, you've got the whole hustle culture thing. Get up at 5 a.m., hardcore workouts, ice-cold showers. But then on the other side, you have the slow living vibe. Listen to your body, do some gentle yoga, sip on warm water. So, who's right? Well, Ayurveda's answer is pretty amazing. They both could be. It just depends entirely on who you are.
And this is where things get really interesting. This is the heart of Ayurveda's personalized approach. It all comes down to understanding your unique constitution, which is basically a mix of three fundamental energies, or what they call doshas.
The key idea here is something called prakriti. Think of it like your personal blueprint. It's the unique mix of three energies, vata, pitta, and kapha, that you were born with. And this blueprint, it influences literally everything about you, from your body shape to how you handle stress.
So first up is vata. This is the energy of air and space. Think movement, creativity, change. People with a lot of vata energy are often buzzing with ideas, super energetic. But when all that airy energy gets a little out of whack, it can make you feel anxious, unfocused, and kind of scattered.
Then we've got pitta, which is the energy of fire and water. This dosha is all about metabolism and transformation. It's that fire in your belly. Pitta types, they're often super sharp, intelligent, and natural leaders. But that fiery nature, when it burns too hot, can easily lead to irritability, inflammation, and just plain burnout.
And finally, there's kapha, the energy of earth and water. This is your foundation. It gives you structure, stability. Kapha types are those calm, steady, nurturing people in our lives. The flip side is that when that heavy, earthy energy gets stuck, it can lead to feeling sluggish, heavy, and a little resistant to change. Okay, so once you have an idea of which dosha is most dominant for you, what do you actually do with that information? Well, you can start to build a daily routine, what Ayurveda calls dinacharya, that's designed to keep your specific energy in perfect balance. And just look at how specific this can get. Even when you eat can be optimized. A fiery pitta has the strongest digestive fire right around noon, when the sun is highest, so that's the perfect time for their biggest meal. A mobile vata does better with an earlier lunch, while a slower kapha can wait a little longer. It's all about syncing up with your own body's clock. Now, while everything is personal, Ayurveda does have some morning rituals that are pretty much great for everyone. And they're super simple things, like waking up early and scraping your tongue. That sounds a little weird, I know, but it helps get rid of all the gunk that builds up overnight. It's all about gently waking up your system and starting the day with a calm vibe. Your workout should match your energy too, which just makes sense, right? If you're a vata type, all that airy energy needs grounding, so slow, mindful yoga is perfect. A fiery pitta already has enough heat, so they need cooling, calming exercises, not a super intense hot yoga class. And an earthy kapha? They need to get moving with something energetic to shake off any sluggishness and really get the blood pumping. Okay, let's zoom in on something that I think we all struggle with at some point: sleep. Ayurveda has some incredibly practical and I think really helpful advice for getting a truly deep, restful night. Here's a huge insight from Ayurveda. The hours between about 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. are dominated by that heavy, earthy kapha energy. What that means is the world is naturally getting slower and calmer. Your body wants to wind down. The secret to amazing sleep is to just ride that natural wave of calm instead of fighting it. So, how do you ride that wave? Simple. You turn your evening into a sanctuary. This means you gotta swap the intense work emails or the stressful TV shows for things that are quiet and pleasant. Reading, listening to some chill music, just talking with your family. These things are like signals to your body that it's time to transition into rest.
So here are a few really easy ways to build that sanctuary. We all know the blue light from our phones messes with our sleep hormones, so for sure, put them away an hour before bed. Instead, you could try a gentle foot massage with some warm oil, or sip on a warm cup of milk with a calming spice like nutmeg. These little rituals send a huge signal to your nervous system that it's safe to power down.
And here's a great tip. Think of your bedroom like a cave. It should be cool, dark, and quiet. And modern science totally backs this up. It turns out our bodies produce more of the sleep hormone, melatonin, when we're a little cooler. So maybe try turning that thermostat down just a degree or two tonight.
So what is the big overarching takeaway from all of this ancient wisdom? Well, it really just boils down to a very simple, very powerful idea. I love this quote. It totally reframes everything. We go to bed to rest, not to sleep. Think about it. When you're lying there stressing about falling asleep, that anxiety is the very thing that keeps you wide awake. But if you just tell yourself, my only job right now is to rest my body, the pressure is gone. And that's usually when sleep just naturally comes. And this is so important. Ayurveda is not another strict set of rules you have to follow perfectly. The goal is not to add more stress to your life because you're trying to be the perfect vata or the perfect pitta.
No, the real goal is to listen. It's about becoming a detective of your own body and your own mind, and then using this ancient wisdom to create a daily flow that supports who you actually are, right here, right now. It's the ultimate personalized self-care.
So I'm just going to leave you with this one question to think about. What's one small thing you can do today to honor your own unique nature? Maybe it's that warm drink before bed. Maybe it's a different kind of workout. Just what does your body feel like it needs right now?
Thanks for joining us. Really, the message is to stop chasing everyone else's trends and start listening to yourself. Go have a day that is perfectly and uniquely yours.